Back at it again. It's Monday afternoon after work. If anybody watched that last video, I got this thing pretty dirty and beat on it pretty hard, but found some more problems, more issues I need to address. We'll get into it. Nothing too bad happened up here, or really anywhere, but I did bend the tie rod, or the drag link. I bent it, so the steering wheel was like 45 degrees off from where it was supposed to be driving home, but it did drive home, so that is something. I didn't rip any of the front stuff off. I didn't have any contact. Today, I'm going to start drilling this stuff apart. I'm going to cut this off about right here on both sides, just because I think it'll look tough. Everything in here did fine. This was already mangled before I even took the bumper off. If it hit anywhere on the fender, it would have ripped this trim off, and it didn't. I found these. Someone had a disconnect inside of here at some point. Looks like they made it out of some cheap jumper cables, but it's not connected to anything. I just must have finally knocked it loose from being knotted up in there. So we'll get rid of that crap. Back here, tires kind of grabbed that, kind of took a couple chunks out, so that I gotta fix. I'm gonna lift it more later, and then it probably wouldn't have hit at all, but for now I gotta get this out of the way. After a couple minutes with the hammer, I think we got it good enough. I stopped about right here, so you still got that lip, and then I just flattened it out. Let's see. So it's not perfect. If you want a beautiful Jeep, don't do this. If you want your paint to stay on there, don't do this. If you don't care because yours is rotted out, beat the hell out of it. It'll be fine. So now I don't think it'll catch that lip. It's pretty flat. I could get more. We're pretty much touching. So that's good enough. I don't think it'll catch it. Eventually, I'm gonna get fender flares or something and cut this all the way up, and then the flare will cover that, so it really won't matter. But this will work for now. Now that we're done in the back, we'll look at the damage in the front. That looks fine. That looks fine. That doesn't look so fine. This is definitely bent right here, and I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be that arc right there. It's bent right there too. Now, I didn't look at it before it was mangled to know just how mangled it is, or if this is supposed to be completely straight, which I would think it would be. So, there's the damage. But it made it home, so it's alright. Now we're back to the front. I've already started over there, but like I said, plan is chop it off right there. Everything else out here be gone. Now, let's see, what did I do with that piece? There's a fender support, like this, and it's all part of the sheet metal, and it kind of triangulates it, but whenever you cut this off, you lose that. So I'm going to take this to work, make a template, and this pretty much sits, let's see, get in there. This sits right here, and it pretty much sets up against the frame right there, or this piece. So if I remake this out of something else, and then it's just got a break, a 90 right here, then I can put some bolts through these holes, or once I make them holes, I can put some bolts through there, bolt that in. I don't think you necessarily would have to have it, but I mean, it definitely is going to support the headlights. That is eventually going to break, and the fender too. So we'll make something for that. I don't know what everybody's done, but I know I'm going to put tubes inside the frame and go all the way through and pinch it, not just grab the outside or the inside. That's got to make it stronger. And I've been debating whether to stop right here or whether to go all the way back and catch one plate all the way forward to catch the steering box too, and go all the way back to here on the other side as well, you know, after cutting this plate off. If anyone's done that, let me know. Just want to see how popular that is. It's a lot of work and not that much more metal. The problem I'm thinking is if it stops here, you hit something hard enough, it bends right here. All this is probably alright. If you go all the way to here and you hit something hard enough, it's going to bend everything over. So I'm sure it's stronger, but if you wreck it hard enough, you've damaged more stuff. I don't know. What do you think? Got one side done. stock. Cut. It's really a matter of preference. I think it looks cool without all that crap there to see more of the tire. Now, when I build a bumper, I'll probably have it'll come across and come up a little bit, and probably have a tube go across or something to keep the headlight from getting busted out. But pretty minimal bumper, nothing big and heavy or crazy. Really more of an update video because it's probably going to be a week and a half, 2 weeks before I get all the parts here to do my next project, which is these. As I mentioned before, I went and got WJ knuckles. I've got to get the spacers. I've got to get new ball joints because you have to use a WJ ball joint in the lower. The uppers are all the same, is what everyone's saying. So I think I'm going to get Terraflex ball joints because it's not really that much more expensive than just standard replacement garbage. So I get the Terraflex ball joints. Got to get that spacer ordered. You're supposed to use 2000 to 2001 Cherokee unit bearings. I don't know if that's necessary. We'll find out. If mine are good, I'm gonna use them if they work. What I read was you have to use a 1/4-inch spacer behind the brake caliper bracket, and I'm fine with that. And the 2000-2001 Cherokee fixes that. There's so much information, and there's a lot of people saying different things, but that's what I read. So I've also got to get rotors, and I think I'm going to order a universal barn steering kit to do all that. I'm also going to have to relocate the track bar. I don't know if I'll be doing all that at once. I might leave the track bar where it is. It'll have bump steer and do some weird stuff, but if it drives, it drives until I can order the next bit of parts. Anyway, that's it for this video. I just wanted to update the people that are following me, and I appreciate you greatly. Don't forget, anybody new, please like, subscribe. Thank you for watching.